Learn English with Jenny. Please like, share and subscribe for more content.
I have been cooling dinner for the past hour.
I haven't been cooking dinner for the past hour.
Have I been cooking dinner for the past hour?
She has been studying English since this morning.
She hasn't been studying English since this morning.
Has she been studying English since this morning?
We have been playing video games all afternoon.
We haven't been playing video games all afternoon.
Have we been playing video games all afternoon?
They have been watching TV for the last 2 hours.
They haven't watching TV for the last 2 hours.
Have they been watching TV for the last 2 hours?
He has been working on his project since yesterday.
He hasn't been working on his project since yesterday.
Has he been working on his project since yesterday?
Sarah has been practicing piano since she was a child.
Sarah hasn't been practicing piano since she was a child.
Has Sarah been practicing piano since she was a child?
The kids been playing outside since noon.
The kids haven't been playing outside since noon.
Have the kids been playing outside since noon?
My mom has been cleaning the house all day.
My mom hasn't been cleaning the house all day.
Has my mom been cleaning the house all day?
The students have been studying for their exams for weeks.
The students haven't been studying for their exams for weeks.
Have the students been studying for their exams for weeks?
We have been waiting for the bus for half an hour.
We haven't been waiting for the bus for half an hour.
Have we been waiting for the bus for half an hour?
He has been jogging in the park since dawn.
He hasn't been jogging in the park since dawn.
Has he been jogging in the park since dawn?
She has been painting a beautiful landscape for weeks.
She hasn't been painting a beautiful landscape for weeks.
Has she been painting a beautiful landscape for weeks?
They have been gardening in the backyard since morning.
They haven't been gardening in the backyard since morning.
Have they been gardening in the backyard since morning?
The chef has been cooking delicious meals all evening.
The chef hasn't been cooking delicious meals all evening.
Has the chef been cooking delicious meals all evening?
I have been writing a novel for the past few months.
I haven't been writing a novel for the past few months.
Have I been writing a novel for the past few months?
He has been working out at the gym since January.
He hasn't been working out at the gym since January.
Has he been working out at the gym since January?
She has been knitting a sweater for her daughter.
She hasn't been knitting a sweater for her daughter.
Has she been knitting a sweater for her daughter?
We have been walking in the park for an hour.
We haven't been walking in the park for an hour.
Have we been walking in the park for an hour?
They have been practicing for the school play for weeks.
They haven't been practicing for the school play for weeks.
Have they been practicing for the school play for weeks?
The dog has been barking loudly all night.
The dog hasn't been barking loudly all night.
Has the dog been barking loudly all night?
I have been reading this book for the past few days.
I haven't been reading this book for the past few days.
Have I been reading this book for the past few days?
She has been doing yoga every morning for years.
She hasn't been doing yoga every morning for years.
Has she been doing yoga every morning for years?
We have been cleaning out the garage since morning.
We haven't been cleaning out the garage since morning.
Have we been cleaning out the garage since morning?
They have been rehearsing for the concert for weeks.
They haven't been rehearsing for the concert for weeks.
Have they been rehearsing for the concert for weeks?
He has been fixing the car for the past few days.
He hasn't been fixing the car for the past few days.
Has he been fixing the car for the past few days?
Sarah has been shopping for groceries all morning.
Sarah hasn't been shopping for groceries all morning.
Has Sarah been shopping for groceries all morning?
He has been fishing by the lake since sunrise.
He hasn't been fishing by the lake since sunrise.
Has he been fishing by the lake since sunrise?
She has been writing emails for work all afternoon.
She hasn't been writing emails for work all afternoon.
Has she been writing emails for work all afternoon?
We have been redecorating the living room for weeks.
We haven't been redecorating the living room for weeks.
Have we been redecorating the living room for weeks?
They have been discussing the project for hours.
They haven't been discussing the project for hours.
Have they been discussing the project for hours?
She has been teaching English to children for years.
She hasn't been teaching English to children for years.
Has she been teaching English to children for years?
They have been watching movies all weekend.
They haven't been watching movies all weekend.
Have they been watching movies all weekend?
He has been fixing the leaky faucet for the past hour.
He hasn't been fixing the leaky faucet for the past hour.
Has he been fixing the leaky faucet for the past hour?
Sarah has been learning French online for months.
Sarah hasn't been learning French online for months.
Has Sarah been learning French online for months?
We have been hiking in the mountains for days.
We haven't been hiking in the mountains for days.
Have we been hiking in the mountains for days?
They have been discussing the plan for the party all week.
They haven't been discussing the plan for the party all week.
Have they been discussing the plan for the party all week?
I have been attending online classes for weeks.
I haven't been attending online classes for weeks.
Have I been attending online classes for weeks?
He has been repairing the roof since yesterday.
He hasn't been repairing the roof since yesterday.
Has he been repairing the roof since yesterday?
She has been meditating every morning for years.
She hasn't been meditating every morning for years.
Has she been meditating every morning for years?
We have been renovating the kitchen for months.
We haven't been renovating the kitchen for months.
Have we been renovating the kitchen for months?
They have been discussing the issue for hours.
They haven't been discussing the issue for hours.
Have they been discussing the issue for hours?
Well done following our English class today. You did very well to listen and learn so much. Your support helps us to make more quality content for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comments for more lessons. Thank you.